Hey there, and welcome to video number 2 of our new 52-part series on website tips and tricks for you and your church. In this video, we're going to dive into the navigation menu and how to create an effective navigation menu that will help people find what they're looking for quickly without overwhelming them. So here we go, the navigation menu. This is something that seems very overlooked and just easy. Who needs to give a thought to what goes in my navigation menu on my website? Well, you'd actually be surprised because a lot of church websites that I run into on a daily basis have just an abysmal menu that's so hard to navigate. It's like if you go to a restaurant, they have too many items. Like there's a restaurant in town here that has like 100 different menu items in every different cuisine you can think of, and the menu is 7 pages thick, and you just don't know what to order. It's like I'm not even gonna do anything because I can't find what I'm looking for. It's annoying. I have to ask the waitress. You don't want to give people that negative experience. And I run into so many church websites that have everything in their church going on in that navigation menu to the point where it's 2 to 3 lines deep of just navigation items. And on top of that, then you have the drop-down menus that go into other drop-down menus, and it just makes them a very poor user experience. And this all relates back to the main point that I tell churches is to sit back, take a second, and ask, who is my website for? Who am I trying to reach here? Obviously, the website is going to be used very often by our church members, by the people that are trying to find us online. But the reality is that the people that go to our church, they're going to kind of know what they're looking for, and they're going to be willing to kind of search for those things if they have to. So when I say don't put your About Us information on your homepage, or don't put your special small group events that are going on in your navigation menu. The reason I say those things is because the people that are attending your church are going to put the effort in to find the content or just ask somebody what the link is. But the person that's coming to your church for the first time, who just found you in a Facebook ad or on a Google search for a church in your area, they have no reason to do a bunch of extra work and heavy lifting to find the information that they're looking for. So because of that, we say, since those are the people that your website should be forward-facing for with the point of reaching, you want to make navigation and navigating your website as simple as possible. So I say, and our team here at Ministry Design says, keep your menu as simple as possible, at least on the front end. So what are we talking about here? First of all, oftentimes church websites will have a home icon or a home label right there on their navigation menu. I say you can have that if you want, but if you want to save space and make it easier for people to find the information they're looking for by saving that slot on your menu, simply link your logo in your header back to your homepage and take it out of your menu. From there, the first thing I want to see on a navigation menu is going to be a New Here page. If your website does not have a New Here page, I'm sure we'll dive into this later in the series with these videos on the importance of a New Here page, but putting it as the first menu item in your header is going to show immediately that we're putting a lot of effort into communicating to people who don't go to our church, and we want to get to know you better, and we want you to know us. So a New Here page is going to be a place where everyone can get their questions answered immediately. From there, then we can start going into deeper items. So I would say maybe an About or an About Us section there, putting a messages or sermons up on your header, maybe an events maybe a Connect also. Connect is a great option because that provides drop downs for events, small groups, different things going on, church happenings, ways to connect at the church. That's the way that you can have people find what they're looking for easily. And then also a Contact Us is going to be super important because you want to be forthright with your contact information so people can find you online and talk to you and ask you questions. But also you want to have a Give menu item, or I actually say a Give button in your header, normally to the right corner of your menu. But they might say that's only 5 to 6 menu items. A New Here, About Us, sermons, events, groups, or maybe have a Connect with a drop down and a Contact Us. Now, those are the main ideas that you need. You don't need to have every single event or every single item in your header, because what that does is create a clustered mess of content, and it's hard to kind of navigate it, and it's intimidating, and it just doesn't look good. Having multiple lines doesn't look good on your navigation menu. So you can use the drop downs if you want to and try to organize it the best you can. I know a lot of churches have a lot of items. You have a lot of things going on. But the key rule is to make it as intuitive to use as possible and simplify it. Take what you think you need, cut it in half, and simplify your content. And that's going to make for a better user experience at the end of the day. So hope that's helpful. Quick tips there for you. We'll see you next week with tip number 3. And we're excited to continue on with this series. If you have any questions, reach out to us at support@ministrydesigns.org, and our team will be more than happy to take a look at your site and help you out. So thanks. We'll see you in the next one.